that actually just happened. I'm just getting ready to pull the weight off, guys, and the line snaps. So get ready for an action-packed episode. You guys are going to see something today I guarantee no one has ever seen before. You're going to see me hand line a swordfish into the boat after the line snapped. Grab your life jackets and hang on, and welcome aboard. All right, guys, here we go. I hooked a swordfish a little bit ago. I'm just working them up to the boat, just getting ready to pull the weight off. I got special guests Art Brown and Gary, my old neighbors in Marathon, on board for today's adventure.
Might come up and down.
He may come out of the water from there.
Yeah, he might.
Might jump way over here.
Okay, so what I'm doing here, you guys, is if you see me go in and out of the frame, I'm adjusting the boat heading and how fast the boat is going. I have it in gear slightly. The goal is to keep that swordfish at about 7 o'clock so I can get the weight off smoothly and he's not in the props. We just want him back at about 7 o'clock there.
What? Shit.
Something break? Yeah. Come here. Art. Somebody put the neutral. I get the boat in neutral.
All right, guys. So when this fish came up, it came right to the boat after I hooked it. That's why I didn't have any earlier footage. It's totally green. So what a fish this size literally could take off and probably about rip me right out of the boat with the fact that the fish has not fought yet. So my sense of urgency and what needs to be done, and we're going to maybe get one shot at him. You guys will see what happens here, but like I said, I'm on full tilt at this point.
Neutral.
Want me back up? He's right out there. We're going to have to hand fight him. Get it, wrap it around that cleat.
He sure is, man.
Wrap it around the cleat, but I got to get the weight. Then I hand do it. Grab the weight. Somebody come here. Come here. I'll get out there. Get the weight!
Weight's on your side, Art.
I got it. Put the weight in the holder. Oops. Art, go hit standby on the boat.
Stand by on the boat. What is that?
Yeah, I'll get it. All right. Hit standby. Standby. Get this thing tied up on the cleat.
All right, guys, I figure I got one whack at this thing, and if we don't get him tied off there, he'll probably pull the hook even though he's tied off. But I'm being real careful here not to get the line tied around me in case he bolts, because right now he's just swimming by the boat.
There's a nick in that rod tip. Give me the harpoon, Gary.
I got it.
Get the big gaff.
I got the big gaff. What do you want first?
He's coming. He's coming.
The harpoon you want?
I'm 15 feet.
Hey, Art, you got a good arm, brother? You want me to throw the harpoon? I'll throw it. Go.
Throw it. Stick it in his gills.
Here, throw it in the harpoon.
Stick him! Oh, the guts works too, I guess.
Oh, he got it in this freaking thing.
All right, pull the harpoon out. Pull it out.
Got spears in it. Spears in it. Get the shit out of your feet.
That sword. All right. Give me the other gaff, Gary.
Got it.
No, Art.
Art, I know you know. Art, see?
The other gaff on this side.
This other side?
Yep, right there. Now stay back.
Watch that sword. Yeah, stay back. See that? How long it is? Put your hands up.
Art, so go up.
What can I poke his gills out with right now?
Art, go up front. Open the box. I need the metal gloves. And I need the pullers. I need the pullers. Hi, Gary. Something on that rod tip. We lost one the other day.
Yeah, that's the second time.
Hurry, Art. We're going to drag this.
Now, what do you want?
The metal gloves and the pulls.
Metal glove. It's in the red box, the glove?
Come on, Art. No hurry. Hand line that. There's two of them, Art. I need both of them.
Oh shit, two of them? I didn't even see that.
Here, he could start going absolutely bad.
Oh, I understand.
Can you slide this up on my hand? Then we need those two poles. And we'll get this one on the other hand. I'll need those two eyeball poles. Art, we're going to drag him over the side.
Gotcha. Art, you looking at
I'll come over there. I'll come.
We're gonna have to do it, man. I ain't my fucking strength, buddy.
I'll get him in.
Yeah. Well, we get. We're gonna grab the front now. I should
get my finger in
there.
Get my finger in there.
Damn it.
Here, pull it off. Pull it off. Pull it right off. Pull this one off.
Damn.
Go nuts. Go get those eye pullers, Art. And then I'm going to need the knife.
Where are the eye pullers?
Give me that knife over there. First. Give me the knife.
Where's the knife? In here? Okay.
So the eye pullers are those two meat hooks in the red box.
Oh yeah, the meat hook. That sounds good. Been a while since I did it. Eyeball.
Okay, guys, what I'm doing right there is I'm braining the fish. You can see that I am holding that gaff underneath my left arm. I've got a ton of tension on that thing. I'm trying to kill the fish. The fish came up right away, so he's still really green. Gary and I are holding him up there vertically. Now, as we flip the fish in the boat, I did not have time to turn any cameras around or anything, so all the footage is off my 360-degree camera. It looks really good for us. It makes us all look a little thinner, but as I pull this fish in the boat, the fish is 56 inches long, lower jaw to fork, and he's 90 inches long overall. So as he flips into the boat, he does not look as big as he actually is when you take a look at him in the boat due to the camera. It's not as straightforward as a regular camera when you're shooting it on the 360-degree camera.
Grabbers.
Art, no. No. We'll get him in the boat. Let's get him in the boat. Here, take this knife.
Give me that knife. I'll grab it.
You're gonna have
to help me lift this thing up. I'm not fucking.
Art, I need the eye hook.
Eye hook.
I need the eye hook.
Right here.
Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. I need the knife again. Give me the knife. Give me the knife. Give me the knife.
Through the brain.
I'm trying. Okay. Get this gap. Somebody can get it. Towards you, Art. There we go.
Got it.
Get out of the way.
I'm
going to drop him. Get out of the way. I got to have a place to go. The gap. What happened to that? Move. Hi, Gary. He broke that.
He went crazy, man.
All right.
Turn that flywheel on. I mean, turn the pump on.
I will. Give me a second to get the glove off. Remember, I'm running on 5%.
He ain't got much energy left. He expended it all out. Here.
All right, wrench her down now.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me get you.
I'm going. Don't
That's
fill my.
everywhere.
You're filling my boots up.
That's all right. Your boot's good. Bloody.
I don't care. Now it's full of water.
Calm down. Oh my God, he's an inch too short. We got to throw him back.
Just get him on.
He's in the box. You reach that glove?
No, don't get hit.
He's got one hell of a sword. I don't want to get near it.
Yep.
I like
All right, guys, here you go. This was
the hand line. Hold on, I gotta put my teeth in. Oh my God.
Hulk Hogan. You know Hulk Hogan has false teeth. Did you know that?
You can't make that one up.
Oh,
All right, guys, here you go. This is a sword. I hand lined this dude in. The line snapped right at the tip on the. I was just grabbing the weight, and I had a hold of the weight, and we had to hand line him up. Jerry put the dart in him. Art gaffed him. The gaff turned into a banana. I brained him beside the boat, and there he is.
another good day with Matt on the
Captain
water.
Matt and the Falcon.
Yep.
Matt and the Falcon.
Share it. Share it.
All right, we got to get traveling home. All right.
All right.
Excellent.
Captain Matt.
Captain Matt, man.
And
Made
the
my
Falcon.
day.
Get this baby on the perch.
You almost hit a fractured freaking
Wait a minute, I'm going to take that down. I'll hold him. Oh, we got it.
Come on, Robert. Hey, Gary.
open the swing.
All right, guys. Very, very bizarre, but here's what he's been eating. I'm not sure what those are.
Got a fish.
You notice how each one of them's cut right in half with a sword.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, look at it. See, they're all cut in half. They hit them with the sword and
And cut them in half. They are. They're all cut in half.
yeah.
It's like they cut that freaking head off. Look, you got that almost in half.
Yeah.
This is gone. That dude's cut in half.
Yep.
Wow.
What do you think, Gary? What do you think?
What's for supper?
We'll fry one of them up. Gary's showing off the booty, icing up the fish. All right, he's getting iced up after we got it out. I don't always gut him off, but we harpooned him. We hit him in the front part of the gut cavity. So we wanted to get that cleaned out of there right away. We're on the way back. The boys were icing him up. Something happened to my gaff. All right, here we go. It's the morning after I caught the fish. When I got in last night, my phone was blowing up. It was my buddy Paul. He wanted me to come sword fishing today, this is the morning after. So I figured, all right, before I can head out with him fishing, I got to get the fish, broke down to the core in my big cooler on the dock where it's 100% iced. So you can take and pressure wash a fish, guys. I have the oscillating tip on here. My pressure washer is like maybe 1300 PSI max. It just peels all the stuff outside of them. If you don't have a pressure washer, you can take a brush and clean them that way as well. But you see the color of the fish here. Look, it's almost white as I'm kind of finishing the side of it up. I like to clean them up very well before I start processing. Now watch the color as I flip the fish over here. See how dark he is on the backside? That's the color they are until you clean them up. A little belly wall slime there. Yucky. Okay, so we gutted the fish out yesterday, guys, right after we got it in the boat and after it settled down. Right now what I'm doing is pulling the bill off. The reciprocating saw works fantastic for this part of the process. Let's cut the bill off, get that trimmed up there, out of the way. Then I'm going to take and cut the fins off, so I'm just down to the core basically. The fins and the head, from the gills forward, I'll take off right now. But the reciprocating saw works excellent on this part of the process. So tail's going to come off next. What I did was went over and I measured the cooler to make sure he fit in there, and he just barely fit. So that told me whether I was going to have to take the core and cut it into 2 sections or 1 section. A little easier to lift it up in the air for me there, getting it going. So this fish probably weighs anywhere between, I'd say, bottom end of 100 pounds, top end of maybe like 125. So decent sized fish, perfect eating size fish here, guys. I have a big cooler on the dock. He'll fit right in there. So I'm going to pack him in with ice, guys. And I'm going to let him sit one more day, rest up, and we'll take it and finish processing the fish. But that's kind of nuts and bolts how we start. When they're bigger, you got to section them off. I'll usually just leave them in the ice bag if they're a little bigger and just keep them really well iced for a day to 2 days. Good morning, guys. Okay, it's 2 days after we caught the swordfish. I went sword fishing yesterday again, and guess what happened? You'll see that in an upcoming episode. Anyway, 2 days later, so yesterday morning is when I cleaned the fish, basically took him down to his core, and I got him in the large cooler back here. So he's in here. I propped the cooler up so all the water drains out, so we don't have any water in there. Let's take a peek. Perfectly iced. You can see how nice and clean that, no gack on them. Nice and clean the core is. So I've got that cooler. This one's ready as well. The process starts, they're very similar to like a mahi or something when you clean it. They're just big. So I'm gonna get everything cleaned up here, get the knives cleaned up. On the fillet station, I got my umbrella up. I'm gonna take the fish out, knock the sides off of them, get them knocked off, put them back in the cooler, then I'll cut them up from there. Hey guys, what's shaking?
What's going on?
You want to be on the YouTube channel this week?
Oh yeah.
All right, marathon sport fishing.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Just chopping up a sword, so
Oh, nice.
good luck out there.
Thanks, man.
Neighbors cruising by, so anyway, so that's the plan. I'll bring you guys, have you guys come along with me. You've seen me chop up a bunch of them before, same process, but we're gonna get started right now. Here we go, the start of the end of the cleaning process, I'll call it. I've got the core there. You can see how big it is. The fish when they're laying on the dock or laying on the deck do not look as large as they actually are. So I've just taken this guy down to halves. And again, they have a very pronounced spinal bone on them. So you go down to the spine, hit it, and you want to roll up and over the spine to get the rest of the section off. As you can see here, I'm just trimming up a little. The bellies have what I call a little belly slime on them, and you'll scrape that off once you get going. But you see how big that is. I mean, that's a big chunk of meat there, guys. That I did not trip on that table. That was not me. That was a big chunk of meat there, guys. That particular piece was probably, it was 16 inches long. It was probably just about 20 pounds. This one's a little less because it's on the tail section. So I'm getting ready to take and clean off. Like I said, the belly wall has a little slime on it. I leave a little belly meat on there. Threw that in I got a bunch of mangrove snappers in the canal eating right now. So I threw that on there. You see how big that piece of meat is there. Each steak, I'm going to cut about 1 inch wide here, guys. I'm just checking it over, looking at everything. There's a little bit of, I'll call it, on the top and on the bottom, you got some belly meat. I flayed off a strip of that, and on the top, you got a little like cartilage where it goes up by the fins. What I'm doing with the scraps here is I'm saving those to put in my pinfish traps for later. I'll freeze up about a half a gallon of them at a time. I'm trimming the end there where it was touching the ice. Again, getting everything just tuned up on it. It's an absolutely amazing piece of meat. And you want to do your best job when you're cleaning up one of these guys. Again, I'm going to take these about 1 inch thick. So I'm just slicing them up. Each one of those probably weighs, 20 ounces or so. What I'm going to do is I'm talking to Art here. He's down to help me finish packing and take care of the fish. So I'm cutting him a home pack right there. It's like, how many fresh ones did he want? Swordfish, I like to eat within 2-3 days in the fridge versus leaving it a week. The rest of it, when you put it in there, you definitely want it sitting on a paper towel. And once that paper towel gets moist, guys, just change that thing out. You want to keep that pretty dry, and the fish should sit on top of that while it's in the fridge. All right, guys, here we go. How about that for a swordfish catch? Holy crap. Don't want to do that one again. Not to mention, I was a little under the weather that day, all day long. It was not a good situation, so didn't having to hand line and fight that fish and get him in there when he was green. It's very, they're very powerful fish. The guys on the boat were like, oh my God, when I hand lined it, because literally that fish is strong enough to rip me right out of that boat. So I didn't really put any heat on him. He went back around the back of the boat, kind of came up underneath the boat, circled, and he was kind of coming up. And all of a sudden you can see the bill swinging at the boat when I got within 5-6 feet. Then he started getting squirrely, and that's when Gary stuck the dart in him, and Art hooked him in top of the head with a gaff or something. He didn't have a great gaff shot on it, but he had the gaff in him, which is what counted. And after that, you saw me Art was going to reposition or something, but I was holding on to the fishing line. We had the dart in the fish. So that's why I grabbed the gaff from Art, because I could control the fish with the line and just re-gaffed and got the gaff, down in the side of the head quick. When we got the second gaff in that fish, the fish literally, we were holding him up against the boat vertically, and he was starting to bleed out. But if he would have got loose on us and taken off, we could have had a complete shit show. So it was an amazing catch that we got him, that I actually caught the line when it snapped there. The whole thing was just a bizarre set of circumstances. But needless to say, due to those bizarre circumstances, we're having a little swordfish dinner tonight. First thing I did, guys, I took the swordfish steak and I salted it. Now you can't really see any salt on there. See a couple little pieces here. It's important to let, whether you're cooking a steak, swordfish, any fish, meat, whatever, very important to let the spices, adhere or soak into the meat. So that's what's going on with that. So what I'm making, I'm going to give this thing a shot on the grill downstairs, and I'm going to top it with a little sauce here. So what I've got going, and I'll put the recipe down below. So for my sauce, I'm going to do a couple tablespoons of butter. I didn't have fresh parsley. I would have did 2 tablespoons, but I did like a 3/4 of a tablespoon of dry parsley, some red pepper flakes. I need to do about roughly a clove of minced garlic. So instead of smashing it and mincing it, if you buy minced garlic versus chopped garlic, is big difference. Big difference in the flavor, how it smells. So I'm doing about a clove of that in there. Got the red pepper, salt on the fish, parsley, garlic. So what I'm going to do is I've got this fantastic little Pampered Chef grater for grating like lemon zest, garlic, and stuff like that, or ginger in this case. A couple of subscribers brought this down for me about 1.5 years ago or so. Andrea and Dustin, big shout out to you guys. They're from Minnesota, you guys. They watch all my videos. They also make amazing homemade maple syrup from up in central Minnesota. So we use this all the time. I don't remember if I've shown it on the video or on the channel yet or not, but I use this all the time. Tamara uses it all the time. So we're gonna add a little grated ginger in there. And this works awesome to get a little fine grate going. What I want is about 1/2 teaspoon. And ginger is kind of rubbery, chewy when you're grating it, but I want it done really fine. So this is perfect. You see, that's probably about 1/2 teaspoon right there. I'm gonna give it a little extra. Make sure I've got that much in there, because I'm doing a butter, garlic, ginger, lemon ginger sauce for the swordfish. Okay, so we got a lemon, been abusing it a little bit. Wash your lemons first, guys, before you do this. We wash it in Dawn, scrub it before I start zesting it. The lemon will zest a little easier. It's not rubbery like ginger. So we can get a little zest going. Like I said, I love this Pampered Chef. I don't know what the exact technical term for it is. It's a grater. But you see, you get a really nice and fine grating with it. If you use like a regular cheese one, it's just too big. Here is nice and fine. We'll get real even distribution with this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the swordfish steak, run it downstairs on the smoker, I'm gonna take that, get that cooked. In the meantime, I'm gonna just slowly cook this. The butter's gonna melt, incorporate all those lovely flavors together, and we're gonna put that over the top of the swordfish steak. All right, guys, here we go. Just cleaned off the grill. I've had it heated up for a little while. I like to use avocado oil on the grill, and I'm gonna put just a little coating on the grates, but it's got a pretty high heat tolerance. So I just soak a paper towel with it. Hopefully I don't catch myself on fire. I'm just gonna soak it down where I'm putting the fish on the grill. Yes, that bad boy is 400 degrees right there. Ouch! A little warm, a little warm. Okay. I'm gonna put it on. I salted the top. I'm gonna go salt side down. Shut the lid on her. So the swordfish is gonna cook pretty fast, you guys. So I'm gonna check that again in a couple minutes here. What I'm looking for the fish just to be about half done, and I'll flip it at that point. So that's going to take a couple minutes. I'll bring you back in when I flip it. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you what I'm smoking this with. When we bought the house down here in Little Torch, we got the outdoor cooking equipment with it. So this is a Pit Boss Navigator. This half is propane, and this half is smoker. So if you can see, I don't know if you guys can see in there. Turn the camera. So in the hopper here, I've got a mix of wood pellets and charcoal pellets. So these are really cool. Home Depot carries them. Get it up here, we can see Royal Oak charcoal pellets. So they are solid charcoal pellets. Whoops, there you go. They're solid charcoal pellets. I really love the mix of that, and I use kind of a Traeger all-purpose blend for my smoking wood. But I like to mix it about half-half. I love the charcoal flavor, and plus you get the smoke with it. So let's take a look at it, see where we're at. All right, here, guys, you can see it's just the half done plus. It's done down. It's about a third done. So got that side seared. One thing I've found with the swordfish, I've cooked it with the bloodline in, bloodline out. It's not like a regular fish with the bloodline. I don't eat the bloodline, but when you cook it in there, it doesn't seem like it really matters as far as how the fish turns out. So we'll let this guy finish up, then I'll bring you guys back in when I get back upstairs. Okay, guys, here we go. I just popped it off the grill. I had the plate sitting on top inside the grill. It's a little hot. That way your fish stays warm. The microwave just quit. I heated our dinner plates up. I showed you guys that before. So those are nice and warm as well. So I cooked the swordfish, skin on, and you guys see how I clean it. The skin's very clean. So I'm gonna peel that off. Got a little crisp on there, comes right off like that. Again, we don't eat the bloodline, so I'll trim that out. It smells amazing. This is just off the grill with a little bit of salt in it. You go one here, trim out the bloodline. You know, in a lot of the restaurants that I've watched and seen, they actually serve it with it in it. So you probably can eat it, might be just fine. I just don't. I'm just trimming it out of there. It does this little wide down on this, and this is on the side of the fish where it is. It's very bizarre, but okay, so we got two of those. I'm gonna even this out a little bit. You know, and swordfish is a very, very, we'll call it dense steak. So here we have the butter, ginger, lemon, garlic sauce. Gonna saute a little bit of that on top of each one. And I also cook some kale and spinach. With that, you just to steam it or cook it in the frying pan, you just add a little water in it. I did it with water, butter, garlic, some red pepper flakes in that as well. So, but the star of the show tonight is going to be the swordfish. Here is the kale, garlic, butter, a little bit of red pepper flakes for some boost in there as well. So that's the second dish, but I'm going to give the swordfish a try. That smells amazing as well. I'm just going to give it a little run here. It's probably about a 6-7 ounce steak. Yum. Yeah, that topping on there is great, guys. It's got red pepper flakes in it. Get a little tiny bit of heat with it. The butter, the ginger, the garlic, the lemon. Wow, excellent. A lot of flavors going on. Great big flavor profile for it. Swordfish is a pretty mild fish in general, so to do this as a different type of dish for somebody like me who catches a lot of swordfish and we eat a lot of sword, this is a really nice dish. I haven't tried it before, but I'm going to give this a 10. That's thumbs up, you guys. Like I said, I'll have the recipe below in the comments. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in on today's video. If you haven't had a chance yet, please smash that subscribe button. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up on the like button. This keeps me motivated, guys, give you guys more content. I got about 12,000 of you guys watching the videos that aren't subscribed yet, so give me a subscribe on that, guys. This is Captain Matt, Marathon Sport Fishing, signing off for today.